SMT Nation, we back nation. We've got new data out of the ACSI organization interviewing 25,000 customers. We love looking at data, and it tells us a lot about how these companies are doing. Let's take a look at home broadband options. Let's take a look at how fixed wireless providers, T-Mobile and Verizon, are doing as competitors in the customer satisfaction rankings. All right, a link for the article originally from FirstNet will be in the description. Ways to support us can be found there as well. Please do like and share this video. Subscribe if it's your first time here. Turn on the bell notifications icon to never miss an upload. All right, folks, we are looking at the ACSI interview results, and the American Customer Satisfaction Index tells us how people feel about their providers. Home broadband in the traditional sense, fiber providers, we got that image here of the data. And then we actually have the non-fiber players. So that would be fixed wireless access if they can qualify. And then the cable providers, DSL providers, right? Let's take a look at these items. All right, so for starters, king of the fiber world is AT&T Fiber. A 2023 ACSI score of 80. And then for 2024 thus far, looks like they still score 80. 0% change indicates that they haven't gotten worse or gotten better, but they still continue to lead the class. Verizon Fios comes in at 75 to a 77 increase. So you've got a plus 2% there. Looks like a rounding error possibly. CenturyLink or Lumen went from 78 to 76. Really the only decrease there. Frontier Fiber came in at 74 to 76 change, so a plus 2. And then Google Fiber, flat. Xfinity, Fiber, Comcast, they improved as well. So really how it stacks up to me is you have AT&T holding the crown with fiber, customers really enjoying it, and it's by a wide margin. Fios, I guess, pretty close, but they are 3 basis points away. All right, so those are your best fiber options. Now, where things get kind of interesting is you look at Optimum, Altice, they continue to lag. They are the worst. Their ACSI score is the only one in the 60s. I mean, I've heard really bad things about that company, Altice, Optimum. It doesn't seem like things are getting better there. Let's take a look here at the non-fiber players. And this one tells us some really interesting things here. Non-fiber means cable, coaxial, fixed wireless access, DSL. Okay, so think about those technologies. T-Mobile 5G Home Internet has the highest ACSI score. This goes back to last year. They still continue to hold the title. They have improved from a 73 to a 76 over the course of last year. Verizon 5G Home Internet, same story. They scored second best, coming in at 74. They weren't included in the study last year, so we don't have anything to compare them to, but we can compare them next year, right? They'll be in there. AT&T Internet, that's probably your DSL. I'm not sure if the AT&T Internet Air is included in this data. They actually lost in terms of the score, so they went from 72 to 69. I'm assuming that's DSL, right? They're not really maintaining it like they used to. They're looking to get people out of that service. Hopefully, the next time we see the survey, we see Internet Air designated for this. Cox had a 6% increase. Maybe, just maybe, they're improving how they do business. That really has been a terrible performing company. I know they've been losing customers. I know that they have customer care related issues. I know they have performance related issues. Spectrum gained 6%. All right, so that's a good indicator of improvement. Xfinity lost 1%, and then of course all the ones at the bottom in the 50s for their scores. Frontier, DSL, Kinetic by Windstream, they decreased almost 20%. That's pretty incredible. But I think the takeaway here is customer satisfaction index. This is about customers being satisfied. T-Mobile 5G Home Internet, number 1, 2 years in a row in non-fiber. Verizon, now in the top 2, right? Not indicated last year. They're improving their scores. They continue to be the top of the class. They're beating Spectrum, Cox, Xfinity, Optimum, CenturyLink, the legacy providers, the ones that have been ruling the industry for the last 30 to 40 years, are getting their asses kicked by wireless networks. Networks that are potentially just selling their extra capacity are the best performers in non-fiber. Why are consumers satisfied with wireless home internet? It's pretty simple, guys. It's pricing satisfaction. It's good enough. The price they're paying, they're happy with. There's no explosive pricing, right? It's just better for them, right? They send them a gateway, they plug it in, it powers up, and it runs. And you don't have to worry about bad drops. You don't have to worry about pedestal failures and wires getting cut and all this other stuff. They like it, right? And I expect the consumer index to continue to show that those are the answers for those people. Yeah, there's a contingency of people who need a wireline connection, and the legacy, obviously has that advantage. But that's the only growth. If I look at this entire list here, the only companies that are growing are the top two. It's T-Mobile and Verizon. And they're doing it effortlessly, selling extra capacity on their network. I don't expect it to change. What do you guys think of the data? What do you think of the consumer indexes? I mean, I even looked through the study and it was talking about call centers and complaint handling satisfaction. That continues to be awful within the industries. It's very possible that T-Mobile and Verizon are handling that a little bit better. They do have dedicated teams for 5G home internet, so that might make a difference. Anyways, what's your take on all this? Sound off in the comment section below. You're the voice of the people, the SMT Nation. Let your voice be heard.